Psalm 44 for the music director by the Korahites, a well-written song. O God, we have clearly heard, our ancestors have told us what you did in their days, in ancient times. You, by your power, defeated nations and settled our fathers in their land. You crushed the people living there and enabled our ancestors to occupy it. For they did not conquer the land by their sword, and they did not prevail by their strength, but rather by your power, strength, and good favor. For you were partial to them. You are my king, O God, Jacob's deliverance. Decree Jacob's deliverance. By your power, we will drive back our enemies. By your strength, we will trample down our foe. For I do not trust in my bow, and I do not prevail by my sword. For you deliver us from our enemies. You humiliate those who hate us. In God we boast all day long, and we will continually give thanks to your name. Selah. But you rejected and embarrassed us. You did not go to battle with our armies. You made us retreat from the enemy. Those who hate us take whatever they want from us. You handed us over like sheep to be eaten. You scattered us among the nations. You sold your people for a pittance. You did not ask a high price for them. You made us an object of disdain to our neighbors. For those who live on our borders taunt and insult us. You made us an object of ridicule among the nations. Foreigners have treated us with contempt. All day long I feel humiliated and am overwhelmed with shame before the vindictive enemy who ridicules and insults me. All this has happened to us, even though we have not rejected you or violated your covenant with us. We have not been unfaithful, nor have we disobeyed your command, yet you have battered us, leaving us a heap of ruins, overrun by wild dogs. You have covered us with darkness. If we had rejected our God and spread out our hands in prayer to another God, would not God discover it? For he knows a person's secret thoughts. Yet because of you, we are killed all day long. We are treated like sheep at the slaughtering block. Rouse yourself. Why do you sleep, O Lord? Wake up. Do not reject us forever. Why do you look the other way and ignore the way we are oppressed and mistreated? For we lie in the dirt with our bellies pressed to the ground. Rise up and help us, rescue us because of your loyal love. So Psalm 44, another one of the Korahites psalms, and it says a well-written song, as like all the others are not. The meaning of the Hebrew text, maskil, is uncertain. See the note, well-written song in the superscript on Psalm 42. So a maskil. Yes, Zack Attack. Be civilized. It's not that hard. I know. It really is not hard. I have lots of leeway here for everybody to be here. So the Korahites, again, crying out, they're the ones who had rebelled in the past. So it's interesting that they are pleading the case that they have not strayed away from God in the psalm. So I want to point that out. We have clearly heard, our ancestors have told us what you did in their days in ancient times. The Korahites, what you did. They were there. They saw all of the plagues. They saw your deliverance. They were there. You, by your power, defeated nations and settled our fathers in their land. You crushed the people living there, enabled our ancestors to occupy it. Notice in all of this, every attribute of the land, of the power, of the things that happen is God's power, God's actions, not their ancestors. For they did not conquer the land by sword. They did not prevail by their strength, but rather by your power, strength, and good favor. So the three things that caused our ancestors to go into the land is your power, your strength, and good favor. Those are the things that allowed their ancestors to be in the land. For you were partial to them. So you showed partiality to them. You selected them. You put them in the land. That was your choice. So another thing to think about is when people are talking about what it seems like as you're reading the stories of conquering the land, remember, God is the one who has brought judgment on those nations. God is the one doing it. And here they're saying it doesn't matter if he used us as an army or he said he would drive them out with bees and wasps and all of the other stuff. It is the power and the strength and the good favor of God that accomplished all of those things. Good morning, wonderful people. How's everyone doing today? Doing well. We just had a troll that we had to ban, which doesn't happen often. So we're good to see you, Mo. Gmo de Gemini. All right. You are my king, O God. Decree Jacob's deliverance. So you have showed it in the past. I'm crying out to you to do it now. By your power, we will drive back our enemies. So by your power, we will do it. By your strength, we will trample down our foes. Not our own power, not our own strength. Only through yours can we have deliverance. Only through yours can we push back our enemies. For I do not trust in my bow, and I do not prevail by my sword. My weapons are not what I trust in. For you deliver us from the enemies. You humiliate those who hate us. It is God who is the one doing the action. It's not my weapons. In God we boast all day long, and we will continually give thanks to your name. Selah. So we have first stanza going in. God, in the past you've acted. God, in our presence, we're waiting for you to act. Now we're going to shift settings. But you've rejected and embarrassed us. You did not go to battle with our armies. You made us retreat from the enemy. Those who hate us take whatever they want from us. You handed us over like sheep to be eaten. You scattered us among the nations. You sold your people for a pittance. You did not ask a high price for them. You made us an object of disdain to our neighbors. Those who live on our borders taunt and insult us. You have made us an object of ridicule among the nations. Foreigners treat us with contempt. All day long I feel humiliated and am overwhelmed with shame before the vindictive army who ridicules and insults me. All this has happened to us, even though we have not rejected you or violated your covenant with us. So here we have the statement of what is going on in the land. The people are being conquered on every side. They're being attacked by enemies. They're being hauled off into the nations, being captives. The nations are insulting, encroaching, and attacking all around. Now, when this is written, I don't know. Like, knowing when this is would give us some clue as to whether they're correct or not. We've done nothing wrong. Okay. Are they crying out for themselves or are they crying out for a nation? Did they truly do nothing wrong? What is the circumstance? What's the situation here? Okay. What do we have in the footnote here? We have not forgotten you. To forget God refers to the worshiping false gods and thereby refusing to recognize his sovereignty. So we haven't not rejected you has been used. We haven't forgotten you. Yes. Or violated your covenant. We did not deal falsely with your covenant. So they're straight up saying, we don't deserve what is happening. We have been faithful. We have been following. And yet the enemies which were defeated that you gave us the land, now we're being attacked on every side. We're being captured. We're being taken away. We haven't violated the covenant. We would understand if we had. We haven't worshipped other gods. We would understood if we had. What is the cause for this? We have not been unfaithful. Our heart didn't turn backward, nor have we disobeyed your commands. Our steps did not turn aside from the path. So, 4 different claims of fidelity to God. We didn't reject you. We didn't violate the covenant. We have not been unfaithful. We didn't disobey the commands. 4 different claims to God. 4 is the 4 directions. In every direction, the north, south, east, west, the 4 cardinal points. 4 is what we think of there. So in every way, in every direction, we have been obedient. Yet you've battered us, leaving us a heap of ruins, overrun by wild dogs. You have covered us with darkness. If we had rejected our God and spread out our hands in prayer to another God, would God not discover it? For he knows a person's secret thoughts. So we couldn't have done this without you knowing. We haven't been, doing it on the sly. Yet because of you, we are killed all day long. We are threatened like sheep at the slaughtering block. Rouse yourself. Why do you sleep, O God? Wake up. Do not reject us forever. So rouse yourself and stop the enemies from attacking us. Your power, your strength is the only thing that can deliver us. God, it seems like you're not paying attention. We have been following you. We have been doing everything right, yet it feels like we're being led away to the slaughter. Why do you look the other way and ignore the way we are oppressed and mistreated? We are like lie in the dirt with our bellies pressed to the ground. Rise up and help us. Rescue us because of your loyal love. So don't, God, it's you who needs to deliver. You are the one who can deliver. You are the one who needs to do the delivering on our behalf. So I really wish I knew when this was, when they're crying out, when they're seeing that, because if we get into the book of Judges, it says everyone did what was right in their own eyes. And then we've been going through the book of Samuel, and we had the beginning where it was, and there wasn't a lot of God's word in those days. And we have the time of Samuel, and then we have Saul, and we're getting to the time of David. So, when could the Saul actually be writing this and it be true? That we have been fully following you. We have been, going after you, and we are still attacked on every side. Unless it's maybe during the time of David. Is that when we have this? Is this during the time of David? It is the Korahites. So I don't know. I don't know what to do with that, what to make of that entirely, of the writing. When was it written? And was it indeed true that they had not rebelled and yet this was still happening? So hard to really know and see, but it doesn't matter. From their perspective, them writing it, they have done no wrong, and yet oppression still comes, which is a good thing for us to think about. It doesn't matter if you are in the right and doing right. We're in a fallen world, and you cannot escape stuff that comes against you. You might escape for a time, and you might live in a place where there is peace for a time, but at some point, every nation that has ever lived has been at war, has been in war, and the norm is that every other generation goes to war. It is an anomaly for nations to go long enough for generation after generation to have peace and not be at war in some way.